Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman? What? What's going on, you guys? James here with some real breaking news, and yes, Ben Affleck is returning as the Caped Crusader to the big screen in a DC movie. Now, I'll tell you which movie that is in a little bit, but hey, before we get started, if it's your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I like to talk about movies and TV just like this. So if you want some more breaking news, and actually if you want to stay up to date with DC fandom stuff, because I'm dropping a lot of that this weekend, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, tap on that bell, like this video, and go ahead and get loud in the comments, and let me know if you think this is a good move for DC, or if you'd rather Ben Affleck just kind of stay away. Alrighty guys, so let's get into the news. This broke not too long ago via Vanity Fair, and yeah, I mean, he's coming back as Batman. The article says, and I quote, "The Argo director's brooding Dark Knight is coming back for one more movie, with Affleck agreeing to return as Bruce Wayne in the upcoming big screen version of The Flash, Vanity Fair has learned." Now, guys, that's about all we know, honestly. Everything from this point on is just speculation, but it makes sense that he's coming back in a Flash movie, especially if, of course, Flash, traveling back in time, were to see Bruce Wayne in a certain series of events similar to Batman vs. Superman, you know, in the Ultimate Edition, where they kind of reveal a little bit more about that Flash sequence. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. Now, the director of The Flash, Andy Muschietti, is really smart. He's talented. Both It chapters were very well done, so I trust that hopefully this will flow within the story, and I'm curious to see who's in his ear as well, because this seems to be a huge move setting up what could be a multiverse of Batmans. I'm telling you guys, if Michael Keaton comes back in The Flash, and we get Keaton and Ben Affleck in the same freaking movie, I'd be totally head over heels. I don't know how they'll do it, but I'll just be excited. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Michael Keaton is reportedly in talks to return as Batman somehow, and people are speculating it would make sense in a Flash movie because, you know, the Flash can travel back in time and forward in time. It's a big old thing. You know, you might as well just watch the show or read the comics if you haven't already. But that's the only thing I can think of, because you can't just say Ben Affleck is returning as Batman and that's it. There's ramifications here. There's a ripple effect because fans love him as Batman. I know I really like him as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I think he's probably the best portrayal of Bruce Wayne on the big screen. I love his grisly approach, and I do think the fact that he's kind of jaded, especially in Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, really shows me that he was definitely fit for the role. We know that his solo film never worked out, and yeah, things got flip-flopped around, and eventually we end up with Matt Reeves' The Batman with Robert Pattinson, which just got a logo today, and also is expected to drop some new footage this weekend at DC Fandom. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, I would have much preferred if they dropped this news on Saturday at the Flash panel, but that leads me to believe they're actually saving time for what is probably a first look at the movie in some form or fashion, or they're going to announce Michael Keaton, and they don't want two Batmans overlapping on one, because if Michael Keaton gets announced this weekend for the Flash movie as Batman, and Ben Affleck as Batman is already now confirmed in the Flash movie, I'm telling you guys, the multiverse is coming. That's just the thing. So if you have to ask me, are you excited for this news? I definitely am. I really cannot wait to see The Flash even more now. However, I know there is some controversy surrounding Ezra Miller. Maybe they'll address it this weekend at DC Fandom, we don't know. But I'm still looking forward to seeing how they'll handle this film. This is going to be interesting because, to my knowledge, the DC Extended Universe is a little dismantled. I mean, it's not necessarily in the best shape. However, if The Flash ends up being a success and Wonder Woman will definitely be a box office hit, what happens from that point on? Do we still get the DCEU? Especially if the Snyder Cut is a huge win. I mean, I think the DCU might be alive after all. Now, I'm really curious to see how this pans out, honestly, and I know that the Flash movie is expected summer of 2022, so we're still 2 years away from this movie. However, this is a step in the right direction. You're gaining a lot of the trust back, hopefully, from fans that have really written off DC movies. I know me personally, I was super down on DC films, but lately, my interest has been really piqued. But hey, I want to know what you guys think of this news. Are you excited for Ben Affleck returning as the Batman? Let me know down below in the comments. Smash that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the big red button and subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications so you make sure you're up to date with anything new, reactions, news pieces, all weekend long. DC Fandom is going to be, as the kids say, lit. Alrighty guys, well, I'm going to go finish these Legend of Korra reaction videos because I still have to drop that this week and get prepped for DC fandom. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.